Welcome everyone, welcome. Hope you're doing great. Um, Before I start diving into AUD USD, we are close at the daily moving average, and I do love the way 3 hour time frame touched the levels and a bullish engulfing in 1 hour. I think we're gonna see a little bit of a comeback now, and I just got into this right now, a second before session. My entry is literally right here. And the stop is not that big. It's pretty much same there, 200. And just like GBP cat yesterday, if happens to be um against, if we get mixed signal again, I can get out quick. And we're gonna go over that one too. But AUD USD, unfortunately, I didn't expect it to happen. Just expected this much, not more. I said it yesterday that if we see a stop hunt to the green average, it's gonna save us. We're going to be saved. But if we see a stop hunt or retrace the red one, then we're not going to be saved and we're gonna be stopped out. Now looking at 20 pips the stop loss that we had and price pushing it up to the level, it's about 36. So roughly 1 to 2. Depends on the type of trader you are. Good morning, Chris. How are you? Crystal. Sorry. I forgot to give you the access. I'll give it today. um I saw your message a little late at night because it was Instagram. So yeah, it depends on the type of trader you are. You could be out or at least break even, but to me, I was staying in the trade, and I got it stopped out at the Asian session. I saw it, but price was here. Then I didn't check it, and morning I was surprised seeing it completely drop. All of a sudden, and there wasn't any news too as we checked, and then it hit to the level, perfectly respected it. And notice it didn't touch this. I'm just, trying to get the behavior myself. It didn't touch it here, broken, and broke this one, but respected this, closed with the bullish engulfing, and on 3 hour is being rejected too. So it's a good area for a swing position because I do love my swing positions to be close to DMAs on daily. Most of the time, that will be in a days like this where there is a big retrace happens. Usually those are the best times to enter for a swing position against the market. I don't really advise it, but I'm doing it for like 20 pips, so nothing gonna happen. um so yeah, unlucky on this one. Delete it. And the next one, GP cat. So notice that pretty much same thing happened as the USD cat to GBP cat, but we saved ourselves. We saved ourselves by seeing the candles, reading the candles. You see this 3 hour time frame, and you see the loss or win doesn't matter much because my results shouldn't be equal to your results. Anybody should have, as I said, one trade we took, you could have take profit at the level, you could have make it break even when it reached the level, or you could have leave it just like me. So three different scenario from one trade, one analysis, three different traders. Okay, and the GBP Canadian, when we see this, we entered on this one because all the crosses and everything was okay, and all the reason that we had yesterday. And then while we were in a trade, this 3 hour candle closed like this, and I'm happy that we stayed till 11 yesterday, because we could have seen this and close it. Once we closed it, it continued to drop. So our stop loss was around here, I think, or here, and it would be hit. It was here. It would be hit. So instead, we cut the loss in half with just seeing it, not making any guess or something. It's just how candles are behaving, and those candles telling you a story, as I mentioned it for years and yesterday. So a good work on GBP cat for getting out quick before it hits us and seeing it before it happening, and unlucky on AUD USD. But let's see if this gonna cover it. If not, overall we're gonna be into 3 trade loss. One of them cut loss in half, one of them stopped out, and one of them we'll see what happens. And yeah, I'm not here in this live streams to show off any profit or something. I'm actually trying to teach you more of psychology, how to behave, how to read candles. And at the end of the day, you could make, I have students making more money than me, I swear. And since the beginning, that was one of the things I had to overcome as a mentor. To see people making more money than me by the tools I gave them and by the knowledge I gave them. Like, I'm the type of person that I'm okay, but some people would get really messed up. For me, it was a little time of messing up because at the time I was, having issue with the trusting my own setups and stuff. So it was more my demons, as I said yesterday. But yeah, so what I'm trying to say is that do not try to copy me. If you want the DMA and level, just get it and use it yourself your way. But other than that, don't get to my lives just to copy my trade. It's not good for you. Learn from it. And anybody who has something good to say. Now let's go over it on the Euro AUD GBP AUD that we spoke. So this is something that you can also pay attention and learn from it. One of the things I always say is to see it before happening. And the way you can see it before happening is to read the candle and have a right expectation of what can happen. We are watching AUD pairs start of the week every day, same time. And we got into AUD USD. I can literally go edit from the previous sessions where I said we are into AUD USD, which looks good. Euro AUD and GBP AUD can just rush. They're not giving us entry where it was here. It was down. It was not giving us entry, right? When we were in the session. But I knew that price being down like this and not giving us entry equals the chance to coming back to retest the DMA. Coming back and retesting DMA equals a loss for AUD USD. And just running it equals 2 trade missing, one of them we got. And it happened. AUD, Euro AUD and GBP AUD came towards DMA because always induction comes to DMA. And AUD USD also came, but so in Euro AUD GBP AUD we were saved by being picky not to take a trade because of the rules that we have, well I have. And AUD USD, everything was there, so we took the trade and it didn't work. Okay, nothing wrong about it, nothing wrong about it. So that's about those. And NZD USD, we didn't take these trades too. This was more of a you see yesterday in here, this was giving more bearish here because of the way it was respecting the levels. That's why we didn't get into it. If you wanted to scalp and seeing these drop is about to happen and I can see the 30 minutes, yesterday would have been good, but it's completely against the current momentum and it's a retrace as you can see. So, GBP Canadian, oh we spoke about it. And pretty much every pair on daily DMA that I was looking at it before the market, sorry, the live, every pair basically is either retracing or going against DMA on daily, right? That makes me not taking any trade because I usually trade based on them. I'm just quickly going over it so you guys can see. These are again the levels and DMAs. You can see the cross to the upside. Yesterday, Euro GBP if you wanted, it was a perfect setup to take a buy, and you can see the 3 hour was nice too. But the daily DMA was kind of in middle of something in there. I couldn't trust it. That's why I didn't take it. But if you wanted to just go by, um, we, years ago I used to say, okay, see how many time frame is winning. So if 3 time frames is one thing or 2 time frames is one thing, but nowadays I really care about the higher time frame, as the age analogy that I spoke with you guys a couple days ago. um I think the daily is wiser than others. Now sometimes the old guys can be wrong, so that's the case. Yeah, US dollar Canadian, nothing really. I don't think I have any trade going. If I don't take any other trade than this, I'm gonna wait for 30 minutes and then I'm gonna close the session for you guys. I'm not gonna waste your Friday. And it's long weekend in Canada too. We don't have Monday, guys. No Monday session this week because it's Victoria Day here. It's long weekend. I'm going to beach, and so gold, as you can see, this one we were right, but I didn't take the trade. Not really my scenario of respect to the rules that I have, but you can see that it is dropping. About currency, about 150 people, I think. Yeah, 116 or something. So they waited 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of literally playing around, and now we're seeing it. Let's take a look at UJ. Nothing really in UJ, but Euro JPY and GBP JPY. I like Euro JPY, honestly, and I think with these bearish moves or this big ass bearish candle, I think the kind of peak is set. They trap the highs and they want to go down, in my opinion, right? So price is not at the bad area. It's just Friday. I'm gonna wait on them a little bit, but they're definitely going to my green light for the next week to watch them. And silver dropping heavily, about 15% down for last 2 days. Crazy. Didn't really expect it. Wasn't really paying attention to. And then Bitcoin playing around there. I do love how yesterday it pushed up and closed bullish engulfing on daily, followed by more of it. I think a surge is coming. Push to the upside about 100k, possibly to 100k. And my beautiful baby Ripple. Let's see if I can buy some Ripple. Let's buy Ripple. I don't buy it on the market. I buy it. I buy the physical coin. Shit. Got some more. Cause why not? Does honestly looks okay to take it on the Forex too. Like I mean in, you know, trading accounts too. Something like that. I have a accounts that I do only swing positions. I wanna see how is the spread on that broker for the cryptos, and I wanna open a position on repo and never touch it again for quite some times. Spread is about 75 cents. Okay. I'm gonna calculate and see how would be the risk. So this is how I do it usually. I calculate the risk on it and where would be my stop loss using on the MT5 and new version. You can set the pending order, and then I put like a buy stop or sell a stop as close as market price, have my stop loss, and then I'll see what will work for me. So at 139, yeah, stop loss at 139. Okay, so I open position for a swing. I'll hold that, and that can take that accounts to some places. All right, let's take a look at US30. US30. Yesterday it was kind of a nothing really, but from the day before it, it did have a nice push if it would have held. I don't really see anything on it. I see it coming to this red one now because the way the candles are rejecting the DMA, bearish engulfing 1 hour, a nice respect and reject, and this can continue pushing it down. And oil is also looking good for a push to the upside. Maybe the war is about to happen. The area is not bad. I wish it was around here, 101. It would be more interesting. But that's for now, that's it. So looking back at this one. So I think this 30 minutes candle, I haven't closed yet. 15 minutes it is. The 15 minutes was closed. Not bad. Yep, so that's pretty much the watch list and the whole thing that we went through right now. I'm gonna stay in the room for another 15 minutes today because I don't have really much setup. The repo is something super long time. I'm not gonna stay live for repo. If I wanted to stay live for repo, I have to stay live for past 4 years. But yeah, I'm a little tired to game too. Let's actually, before that, let me give you access to. I did. You're live on YouTube. Not yet. I was starting. I'll show you. One day داریم میریم کمپ. آره سانده احتمالا بیام بکنم. آره یک شنبه رو میگی بریم کمپ. خب بذار من دادی وسط لایو هم باید صحبت کردم. I told him I'm live and he keeps going. My store is not even open. Somebody's at the door already. Sorry, but come back later. So let me find your username. KR. Oops. Oh, you guys are seeing this. These are the people. Some got expired. Some are there. Some have access to. So I said until next week Friday. I'm gonna give you the chance to backtest too. And let's go. DNA. So until 24, May 24, the indicator would be on your chart. So what you're gonna do is, let me go to the chart. Okay. So what you're gonna do is, first of all, close your trading view and open it again so it refreshes. After you refresh, you come to indicator. There is a tab for invite only right here. Click on it, then the indicator should pops up. And then you click on them once. And make sure in here, down here on the chart setting, you click on this and it stays on the scale price chart only and auto. So sometimes the levels will mess up the chart, so this will fix it. Okay. And try to make $1,000 so you buy a yearly for the next week. All right, so done with that. Done with this. Okay, ADUS is starting to run. So why I'm taking this trade is a mix of knowing how market behaves, how candles behave around my levels. When I respect them like this and gives me the price action, and I have an overall idea of a daily time frame that it can just retrace and completely turn, because my direction is clear from daily using DMA. Okay, I'm not looking to sell whatsoever, no matter how much it drops. As far as I'm concerned, price looks bullish until DMA crosses that, and prices is still above DMA on here, and I'm at the area that it's good to enter. 20 pips is stop loss to catch a big retracement from, a big push from here. Just coming back up here will cover the losses that we had up there and more, and continue rising it. I don't want to jinx it kind of, but one push like this, what you're witnessing is something like this, and then a little bit of turn back now. and starting when the pushes starts, then I said yesterday that I had the previous months on red, meaning it was a losing strike for me 4 weeks in a row, and this week also I makes it 5 weeks in a row. But that's one trade is enough, because I lost 5 weeks in a row, but I'm not dumbass traders who risk so much and going crazy on different trades, 10 trade in a day. No, you see me during a week I took 2 trade. That's it. And the other weeks that I had lost, some of them was just 1 trade a week, and that didn't work out, and that's okay. Overall loss of the months for me was less than 5%, I think. So judge me all you want, I don't care. But that's what I'm trying to show you. It's the solid risk. You have an edge that gives you better probability for a better risk to reward, and that's when it pays off. When that risk to reward shows up finally, then it's gonna be a good week. It's gonna be a good month, and it's gonna be a good quarter. And you can see all this time, I'm probably not gonna play games today, guys. I'm just gonna continue till a little bit of push, and then we're gonna close. So this area is 57 days of market giving us a signal, not a signal, giving us the idea that price is bullish. And then after basically 55 days, price stops even us out, for 7 days. But then 40 days, we are already broken that high. And inside that 40 days, it's been 10 days. Price is literally now moving. I know I'm looking just on this one, but I'm just showing you the market condition overall. For the past 30 days that I'm saying it was a losing strike for me, it's market condition being either on a return or balance. If market is not expanding and you're taking a trade, you are going to be in a losing side. Avoiding trades during return and balance will save you from losing. But that means having patience not to take a trade for a month. I will feel I'm, leaving trading alone if I don't take a trade for a month, because out of all these pairs, it's almost impossible you don't see one setup for a month. That's why we show up, we try to take it, and we accept the loss. You have to be big enough to accept the loss as well. That is pretty much it. We have 5 minutes, and it's looking good. I don't think it's gonna happen so fast. Maybe it does, but keep that in mind. If price reaches, if price breaks these 2 levels and go above them, I go on break even. That's about 30 pips. About 30-40 pips, I'll go break even, and then we'll leave it alone. If it goes to profit, I will leave it alone for the week, and I'm holding it for the weekend. Although it's a long weekend and all, market's gonna be closed, but my analysis is swing, so we'll see. Repo too. I think same thing is happening to Repo. Repo is literally came, respected this level, gave us an engulfing, came, respect this one, playing around here, and then boom. I'm going to start editing the $10 Repo projection for Instagram today. Yeah, and YouTube told me I have to keep the volume of games down. Lord. My sound is not so good for you guys because the gunshots are too high volume. Alright, so I'm gonna leave it. Let's see what's gonna happen. Thank you for joining, guys. I'll see you guys soon next week. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Well, enjoy your weekend and the rest of your day. Peace out. Crystal.